Hello guys, Real Girl at Army Girl here. Doing a video by request on how the old timers prepared their single shot muzzle loaders for long time storage. And I'm going to be improvising a little bit here. I've been redoing my gun room and my bedroom, etc. And I do not know where my short starter is, so I'm going to use this little punch and hammer, get the ball started. And I will be doing some things in reverse than normal, and I'll explain why as I go. First of all though, if you want to waterproof your gun and you don't mind going modern with it, get you one of these. It's a 209 shot system. It's got a little screw cap. Put a 209 primer down in there. The cap has a free floating firing pin. You screw it back down. And you're free from water from this end, moisture. And on the muzzle you just put you a condom, which I recommend going back and watching that video about putting condoms on the muzzle, or just a strip of tape that works. Okay, I'm going to use the pistol for my demonstration purposes here. First of all, you want to make sure everything, all the oil and stuff, is clean out of the barrel if you're going for long term. So, you take you a, clean and dry cleaning patch, and you run it. I've already done this, and I know my ugly old foot's in the way, but I cannot find. I got the tripod, I promise, it's right there, but I can't find the top, the thing that holds the cell phone. So you want to make, anyway, you pump the patch in the bore down the barrel a few times. Make sure you got all the grease or oil out. Then what you do next is you take you some percussion caps. You put on it and bust them through to burn, blow and boil, burn or blow any oil or grease that might be down in your firing chamber out. Okay, so this is the other thing. I'll just go ahead and cover this before I get started loading here, but this is not a Tampion. This is just a wooden dowel that I used to roll paper cartridges with. But in the old days, to cover the muzzle in, they'd either put a gun sock made of leather or Tampion. It was a wood peg with a center hollowed out, and it would just kind of slip down in the muzzle. Probably would work better if I was doing it on the 58 caliber over there. But it would basically set into the muzzle like this, and that would stop moisture from getting in from the muzzle end. So how do we stop it from the rear end? The rear end, old school style. First, this is why I say I'm doing it in reverse. You want to cap it first. You can go the traditional way, cap it last, to be safer in a way, but in a way capping it first this way's safer. And I'll show you why in a minute. Pinch too far on that one. Having issues here, and this camera does not have a holes. Okay, make sure your cap's down nice and tight. Percussion cap. Part 2, you're gonna need a candle, preferably real beeswax, but as long as it's wax, it'll work. Light it up. And get all nice and drippy. You want to go from a high place, and this is why, and drip it all over here. You mainly want it on the sides of the percussion cap, up in this area here. So that's where the moisture is going to come in. You don't really want it on top, because it'll blunt the effect of your hammer coming down. Do some on the back side. And the reason why I say I cap it first, if it goes off, if the cap happens to go off, it's not loaded. It's just gonna make a loud pop, and not gonna make a half-inch hole in my floor or in my head if I was. Next time I will have a way to stand it up better for future videos, in which, while this is hardening and setting up, see how I got it all nice and covered. That's going to keep the moisture out of the cap end. Chip it off the top. So I don't want it on the top. Ease the hammer down. Put it on half cock. I can blow my candle out at this point. Gonna let that sit up. But yeah, you know, it's wax and it cools off and hardens pretty quick, but it is still hot wax, and if it made the gun go off loading it this way, at least it wouldn't have a live charge in it. So the next thing would be to make your charge. I know this video is long, I do apologize, but I can't pause it. I'm using 30 grains of Graf's powder. That's 2F powder. And next to help keep the moisture out from this end, you want to put a barrier between your lubed patch and the powder. I use coffee filters because you don't have to worry about it burning, blowing out, still on fire, and catching the woods on fire. This will burn up before it gets out the end of the barrel. Just kind of shove it down on top of the powder good. Okay, so next is the patch, and it's actually quite stiff. Stiff, and I'll tell you why. I used pure beeswax. You don't want a pasty type of lube when you're storing for keeps. This is where it can get iffy. I'm actually going to set the camera down to start this ball. See if I can ram it on down. Nope. It's pretty tight, especially when the patch ain't giving much. I do apologize for the poor setup, but you want to push the realm rod down with pressure. You don't want to just sit there tapping it. That's just going to screw your accuracy up. If it kind of bounces once it makes like that sound, that means it's seated good. You don't sit there and beat it down like some people do. Okay, final step. Ease it on down to the, kind of press up on there you go. There you go. You can clean it up after that around the edges, but that's pretty much how the old timers done it, and they would put their Tampion down the barrel. Me, I just put, like I said, tape or a condom over it. But there you go, and that applies to the long ones too. Long arms, it's the same procedure. Hope this helps answer your question. I do apologize for the poor setup. We will come back to this gun in about 4 or 5 months, and we'll see if it still shoots. This is the Ruger Old Army Girl out.